Hey guys, today we'll be talking about Litecoin. Litecoin's been surging recently, we're quite excited about it, and we're quite excited to where it's going to go in 2018. So today we'll be looking into our insights in what's going to get it there, and what could potentially stop it getting there. We're doing a giveaway at the moment, 1 Litecoin to 1 subscriber, so subscribe to the channel, post your wallet address below, and turn on post notifications, and you'll be automatically entered in for a chance to win that 1 Litecoin. Head over to our website if you're interested in looking at any learning materials we've got up there. We're doing more giveaways on our Telegram channel, on our Twitter as well, and have a look at our Telegram channel if you're interested in our trading strategy. So, Litecoin, where's it going to go in 2018? We are really bullish on Litecoin. We think that it is by far and away the best cryptocurrency currently available for mass adoption. It's much faster, it's got much lower fees than competitors, it's much more scalable. I think intrinsically it's got 4 times faster. It's 4 times faster than Bitcoin. Recently it's been clocked at 150 times faster. Obviously a lot of this has to do with sort of trading volume, but 150 times faster is very, very fast, even comparing a lesser traded coin to Bitcoin. And the transactions per block are much, much more favorable as well. So it's looking pretty good. Their architecture is a lot more simple as well. So it's just a lot more available for people coming into the industry. Like, you've got 1% of people at the moment invested in cryptocurrency. Litecoin makes it a lot more accessible for developers and miners and people to effectively build upon Litecoin's architecture compared to Bitcoin. So I reckon that's going to become a seriously huge thing. Currently, confidence is absolutely booming in Litecoin in comparison to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as well. The volume of Litecoin in a 24-hour trading volume is about 10% of the market cap, which is absolutely huge. If we're looking at this now, it's over 10%. It's about 12-13% in comparison to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's about 3 or 4% of its market cap is actually traded. Obviously this is very, very obscure in terms of what it means, but it shows a serious interest, a serious confidence in actually in Litecoin as a store of value, which is fantastic for Litecoin. And at the moment the market cap we think is really, really low. It's really low, and Litecoin is pretty undervalued considering what it is set out to achieve and how far it's come already, like the developments that are coming, which we'll go into later. Litecoin's recently had a lot of small businesses come into it. We got here the sort of custom automotive service, the market there with a lot of small businesses, a lot of sort of estates being sort of sold for Litecoin, being accepted, cheapair.com, all these little businesses. Now, this is really good for Litecoin. Obviously, it's great to get it implemented in sort of smaller ways, but attacking singular businesses, we don't think this is where Litecoin is going to break new ground. This is not where it's going to excel. This is where Bitcoin's going to excel. Bitcoin's doing a lot better at this. Everyone is looking at Bitcoin because it's got this prestige, markets and everything like that. A lot of normal people don't even know about Litecoin. And they are going straight for Bitcoin. They're implementing that. So that's not where Litecoin is going to get it. Where Litecoin is going to get it is implementing these payment networks. These payment networks, it's got Litepay coming out. And where is Litepay? Litepay is absolutely, for me personally, Litepay is actually kind of groundbreaking. News has been out for a while, but it's only just broke, and this will have contributed to the recent surge. But Litepay is a payment card. It's acceptable on all Visa terminals. It's preloaded, and it's absolutely groundbreaking. It's probably the biggest step towards mainstream adoption made by a major cryptocurrency in recent times, at least. It is preloaded with dollars. This is a bit irritating. It's preloaded with dollars, so you convert your Litecoin effectively into dollars when you load them onto the card. This is not great. It basically means that you aren't storing Litecoin on the card, you're storing dollars on it. This obviously protects you against sort of shortfalls in price, but you can't make use of sort of booms in price. So for cryptocurrency lovers, this card is actually not 100% great, but hopefully it will be accepted as a huge step towards mainstream adoption. So in the great arms race that is the major cryptocurrencies going for sort of day-to-day use, it's a really big step. Also, it makes use of the good transactions as well. Litepay is around 10%, 10 cents per transaction, which is just so cheap compared to BitPay's $5. So really, it's exceeds BitPay in just a lot of areas. Litepay's Visa card is a little bit worrying. They had a Visa card up on the website with a little Visa symbol in the lower right hand corner, and that's disappeared recently. They scrubbed the Visa symbol off first, and then they got rid of the card. Now, if you remember 10x, some of you may remember if you've invested in 10x or know about it, 10x got dumped by Visa, and their card got completely binned, at least for the time being. Now, this is a bit of a worry potentially for Litepay, considering they got rid of that card. I'm a little bit worried about it, but it doesn't matter. There's no point in speculating before that. It could have just been a design choice on the website. So keep an eye on that. But all in all, it's looking really, really good. Litepay is a huge step towards getting Litecoin out there and getting Litecoin out to break new ground as well. They're opening signups for this. They should be opening signups pretty soon. So really, get involved. Get involved. Honestly, you can sign up for the newsletter. You can sign up to get sort of notified and everything like that. But I'm going to be getting a card straight away. Just even if I don't use it, just for the novelty of using it. But we're quite invested in Litecoin, so we'll probably give it a good go. Another way Litecoin is going to exceed in 2018, it's going to absolutely boom. We reckon this is going to be huge. Litepal. Now, Litepal, a lot of you on top of Litepay, you just won't have heard about this. Litepal is a web-based business plugin, effectively, that will serve in e-commerce shops. So effectively, when you're checking out, just like PayPal, you'll be able to pay in Litecoin. They're also doing Bitcoin alongside that, but it is looking really good. Here's Litepal. Here's Litepal's website, and it's looking really, really good because obviously this web-based business, this sort of plugin for checkouts, this is a huge area which is very, very undertapped by cryptocurrency. You can't really find a good working plugin for sort of web-based e-commerce. It just doesn't really work. Like, you've got Stripe, Bitcoin, and things like that, but their service for that and their basic ability to implement it is very, very low, especially with Bitcoin's deadly slow transactions and stuff like that recently. The support for Bitcoin e-commerce is just incredibly low, and hopefully this Litepal thing looks well developed. It's going to do pretty well. So it's good that Litecoin is a major focus on that, and it's in the name, so that brings a lot of customers, a lot of prestige to it. There's a Coinbase plugin as well, which is really, really interesting. There's a plugin integrates with Shopify, allowing for 2 minutes set up merchants to accept Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. This isn't just Shopify. This does WooCommerce, a whole bunch of major shops. I think something like 40% of online shops are run on WooCommerce. So it's a really, really interesting e-commerce solution. But this will effectively do the same thing as Litepal. It's basically a plugin, an easy plugin. You just put it in, and it accepts these currencies at the end. Now, this is great. It's just obviously the fact that Litecoin is on Coinbase makes it a major currency, and the fact that it will be in this plugin will make it a major currency in web-based e-commerce. So it's going to be absolutely fantastic. This is on there. It's one of the 4 acceptable currencies. And considering Litecoin is probably the best contender for mainstream adoption, we reckon it's going to be the best contender for mainstream adoption potentially in web-based business as well, because of transaction speed, because of fees, because of things like that. It just makes a more economical choice and a more time economical choice for your business. Now, Litecoin Cash recently. Litecoin Cash, a lot of you will have heard about this hard fork that happened on the 18th of February. This has actually increased Litecoin's price quite a bit, and Litecoin Cash has absolutely boomed. I think it started on $1.14 as an entry point, and now it's up at around 9, something like that, which is absolutely crazy. This is a mixed bag though, because I cannot stress enough, Litecoin Cash is not a fork. Litecoin Cash is effectively a scam, or at least it's trying to piggyback off Litecoin's sort of prestige, the name of Litecoin. Charlie Lee himself came out and said The Litecoin team and I are not forking Litecoin. Since on the topic of scams, any form of Litecoin calling itself Litecoin is a scam, in my opinion. Litecoin Cash, Litecoin Plus, Litecoin. They are piggybacking off Litecoin fame. Loads and loads of coins have done this to Bitcoin, to other coins. It's just like BitConnect. Obviously, even the use of the word bit in there, Bitcon, they're trying to piggyback off the name, just a little bit to the name, but they're trying to get synonymized with Bitcoin. And it's the same for this Litecoin Cash thing. And this is a really mixed bag, because obviously it's probably benefited Litecoin's price a little bit, but it adds deception to the market. It adds misinformation, and this sort of stuff takes the edge off major announcements. Things like Litepay, things like implementation of mainnets, things like that. A lot of that sort of stuff has been knocked by things like this, things which actually reduce investor confidence. And while they may boost price, they reduce volume, they reduce market confidence, because people start to trust less in the cryptocurrency itself, in the foundation behind Litecoin, because there's all these sort of subversive scams and things that are developing around it, and it develops this sort of negative atmosphere. And that is absolutely crucial from a trading perspective, because the markets are about market psychology. You need people to trust, you need people to have confidence in this coin. So as much as this has probably added a couple of percent to Litecoin's price, I am not behind Litecoin Cash, and I wish it was called something else, because I just don't believe in that. I don't believe in this sort of piggybacking off fame, because it reduces market confidence. It dilutes the good steps that are being made in cryptocurrency. It's the sort of thing that will be phased out probably by regulation, by sort of copywriting and trademarks and stuff like that, which will probably be implemented soon in cryptocurrency. And in the media as well, we've got Forbes, Business Insider, MSN. They all still say it's a hard fork. They're treating it like it's some sort of official hard fork. And I don't know who's been writing these articles. I presume they're all just sort of stock market buffs and stuff, and they just don't read about cryptocurrency, because they say these things are hard forks, and they're not. It's almost like they've not read any of the articles. But yeah, so really be careful what you read. I suppose that's a good tip. Just be careful what you read. Be careful where you get your sources from, because just a lot of these people just seem not to know about these things, not to research what they're writing about. So where's it going to go? Where is Litecoin going to go? Oh, this is Litecoin Cash, by the way. Yeah, we see it's got an entry of around 1 something. And yeah, got as high as 913. That is absolutely crazy. But yeah, so Litecoin, where is it going to go? Well, in the short term, we think it's probably gonna punch through this 280 resistance pretty soon. This 280 resistance up here. Obviously, it's met quite a lot of resistance, 250. But we see it's consolidating a bit now. We reckon it's gonna go through that when Litepay comes out on the 26th of February. We reckon it's going to go through 280. It's got a support now, current support of around 200. This is looking pretty strong due to the implementation of Litecoin Cash, Litepay, things like that, the market confidence and the volume and everything like that. It's looking like it's unlikely it's going to dip below 200 in the near future, unless Litepay is a complete and utter guff, or Litecash sort of crashes it or something like that. We reckon it's going to bust through 280 in the short term. And in the long term, I think by 2018, and my partners and stuff agree with me, 1,000 is easily doable. 1,500 is probably easily doable for Litecoin, especially if they can get it implemented in web-based business and e-commerce and things like that. We reckon it's going to do incredibly well. If the entire cryptocurrency market cap reaches, say, 1.5 trillion, yeah, we reckon 1,500 per Litecoin is easily doable. It's going to take quite a lot of the shine off Bitcoin, we reckon, in just sort of day-to-day transactions. If all this stuff takes off, if the card takes off, it could go absolutely crazy. So we're going to just sit back and we're going to watch it, and we're going to hopefully enjoy it. So keep an eye on it. So yeah, guys, if you like this video, like and subscribe. We've got a giveaway going. Don't forget that. And visit our website if you're interested in our Telegram channel or our trading strategy or any of the loan materials that we got up there. So yeah, guys, happy trading. Bye.